Hello, welcome back to my channel. How is everyone doing? I want to welcome you in. Welcome to my weight loss journey by Keto Granny. Today I have a very special guest named Faymous, you all. He is going to talk to us about plant-based products that he uses, and also he's been on a 5-day cleanse. I did try to watch some of that before I got on here today, but he's going to tell us about his products. He's going to talk to us about the cleanse that he is doing and give us a lot of great information. I see that Faymous has joined us in the back, but let me go ahead and bring him on stage now. Hi, Faymous. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Miss Linda?
I'm doing fine. I'm excited to go ahead and get started this morning. Can you tell us a little bit about your channel, about yourself, and how you got started and everything?
Yes. So my name is Faymous, and I have a YouTube channel called RootedNessentialoils. And how it all came about is I started this almost 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years in March of next year. So we're almost to that 3-year mark. But I basically went on a cruise. A couple of people from YouTube, I don't know if you're familiar with them, Wanston and Leo, House of X.
No, I'm not. Okay.
What about Miss Etta? Evolving with Miss Etta?
No, I'm not. Are they like, what type of channels do they have?
They're more into like cruising.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't.
Okay.
But I think the only cruising channels that I'm kind of familiar with are the ones that I've watched through TeamVille.
Okay.
There's a cruising channel on there, yeah.
Okay. Well, they kind of got me involved with YouTube and wanting to create a YouTube channel. So I didn't do it right away. I was like, okay, after the cruise, they all on their YouTube channels. And I was like, well, maybe I should. And then I just jumped into it. So I created my YouTube channel, and that was almost 3 years ago. And it's all about using plant-based products and essential oils that are like more natural and better for your health. Just to backtrack, how I even got started with using like essential oils and things like that was because of my son. And my son, he was like 2 at the time, and he was teething, and teeth were coming in, and he wasn't sleeping in his own room, and it was just a real headache. So a friend of mine was like, hey, you should try this oil. That's what I use on my son. And I was like, I don't know about no oils. I've never used oils. And I was a little skeptical. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Right.
And she was like, well, let's just meet up, and I'll give you this oil, and we could talk about it. So we met up for lunch, and she gave me the oil. It smelled like dirt to me when I first smelt it. Mm-hmm. And she was like, just rub this on his gums and he should be good. When I went home, I put the oil away in the bathroom and just left it. And I want to say like maybe 4 to 6 months later, my son was still teething. So his teeth still coming in, and he still wasn't sleeping in his room. So something just clicked and was like, use the oil. And I rubbed it on his gums, and he slept through the night. And I was like, what? And he was sleeping in our room, my husband and I's room. So I was like, this worked. What else can I do? So from there, I was like, okay. And I just wanted to make better choices. From the age of 25 to like 30, I always wanted to like have better choices with my health, because things start deteriorating as you get older. So I was like, what can I do? And my mindset was starting to change. And then these products came once I was 30. So 30 hit, and I was like, okay, it's time to make a change. And that's what I did. And it started really with my son, but my mindset was at 25. So once that happened, I was like, okay, we're going to make some changes with health and wellness. and it's just been history from there. So now I'm 38, and
Oh, okay. Okay.
it's been a little time that I've been using oils and plant-based products, but I also have my son, and he is 7. So time has passed and things have evolved, and love the journey that I'm on. So
Okay, great. Can I ask what type of oil was it that you used on your son's gums? You
it's
know?
called Copaiba.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Copaiba, and I'm not sure where, like, what plant it comes from,
Mm-hmm.
but it smells like dirt to me when I first smelt it,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't taste the greatest. It's like a earthy type taste, but it worked, and it's really great for like pain relief. So
Okay.
once I figured that out, I was like, okay, well, I can use this on my joints and my hands and all of that. So it's very universal. But how I started was with that Copaiba on my son's gums, and yeah,
Okay.
it just
Oh,
worked.
oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I know a lot of people they use. I'm trying to think of what I used on my kids' gums because it wasn't the. It was like the Orajel, but there was always something my grandmother had us use also.
Okay, I
Uh-huh.
know a lot of people use
That's what it was. Clothes. Yes.
clove.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so clove is a good one too. There's no clove with Copaiba, but it's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much similar. So yeah, either one does work.
Okay. Now, are you do you eat plant-based? Are you vegetarian also?
So I do not I'm not I do indulge in meat, and um I have been vegan for 5 days. So the cleanse that I just came off of, it was Monday, and then it ended yesterday on Friday. So it was 5 days, and all of the products that I was using was vegan. So I
Okay.
can say I was vegan for 5 days,
Okay.
um, and it was a great cleanse. Um, but yeah, I'm not a vegan or pescatarian or any of those others out there. No shade, but I just like to indulge in some meat, some carnivore. I like
Okay.
chicken, I like beef, um, but I try to limit my proteins with all the animal protein, because you can get protein through plants as well. So
That's right. That's right. Okay. Now, you use a lot of plant-based products. Tell
yes,
us tell us about the cleanse that you did. You said you were vegan for a week. So that means that for the whole week you had no meat.
no meat, and it was
Okay.
tough.
I
So
bet that was.
with this cleanse, I started it last year. Do it every 3 months. So in January, in April, in July, and then October. So every 3 months, I do this cleanse. And it's a really great cleanse because it's going to touch your gut. It's going to like reset your gut, and you're not consuming a bunch of like solid foods and things like that. And then you pretty much, I don't like to call it a diet.
Mhm.
It's more of a cleanse, and cleansing your gut and your kidney and your liver. So
Okay.
it touches 3 things, but you're consuming all liquids. So everything that you're consuming, I'll just go step by step. So first step
Okay.
is to take a digest and cleanse pill, and I do have them in front of me. So this is what it looks like, and it says digest cleanse pills. So in this pill, it is with essential oils, and there is fennel, there's ginger, there's lemon, um, anise, and one other thing. I forget the lot. Peppermint. So all of those are really good for your digestive system. So this is like the first step that you do, and you take 3 pills a day, and your first one is for breakfast, your second one is for lunch, and then your third one is for dinner. And it's a really great pill. I'm out. Well, I think I'm out. No, there's a couple of in here.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but when you take this, you take it with water, and then wait for 30 minutes or up to an hour, and then you would go to the next step, which is making your shake. But with this, I always tell people when I take this, I'd say 15 minutes into it, after taking it, I can feel it in my gut. And what it feels like is if you've ever had peppermint in your stomach, that's what it feels like. It's like a cool sensation. It doesn't like, it's not a discomfort. It doesn't hurt or anything like that. It just feels cool to your stomach. And then every single time I take it, I will burp and it will taste like peppermint. So it's actually working. And all of those oils that I just mentioned are just really good for your digestive system and just easing the digestive system from like digesting all the time, and it's giving it a break. So this is a great step. The next step is the power meal. So this is the shake, and this is a great protein or meal replacement, I like to call it, and it says it on the bag. I don't know if you can see it, but it says power meal. And this is all vegan. So there is another option that has dairy products in it, and it's called Balance and Complete. But in October, I always go power meal. I like to do the vegan at least once out of the year. And I can say I'm a vegan for 5 days. But this one has a lot of protein. So it has 20 grams of protein. It has 17 vitamins and minerals, 11 fruits and vegetables, 0 added sugar, which is a great thing because we don't want a bunch of sugar. And it has a natural vanilla flavor. So it kind of meshes well with a different variety of fruits and vegetables if you want to put that in the shake. With the shake, you can shake it, you can stir it, or you can blend it. And every time I make it, I have a little blender, a little to-go blender, and I can blend fruits or vegetables into the shake. So it's a little smoother than just shaking up. But this is a great one. Love the power meal. And you do it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So for breakfast, I usually do like strawberries and mangoes. And then for lunch, I would usually do like blackberries or some type of berries. And then for dinner, sometimes I would add like spinach or carrots to it just to change up the flavor. So I'm not always getting the same type of like flavor, or taste when I'm making my shake.
So I have a question. When you're making the shake, then if you want to add strawberries, just add strawberries to the blender and blend it up. You want to add your other, like you said, your blueberries, whatever. Just add it to the protein shake, blend it up, and that's what you drink. Okay.
So it changes up the flavor profile. So you're not just drinking the same and get bored with it for 5 days. Because remember, it's 5 days that you're going strong with it. And then after this step of making your shake, 30 minutes to an hour later, you would drink your Ninja Red. So this is the red drink that I always talk about on my channel. It comes in a bottle form, but it also comes in this pouch. And if you're a person like me who's always on the go, this is it. So you get 30, but you can like order 60 or 90, just depending on how many you want. But the 30 count lasts me for quite some time. I want to say like a month and a half, because I usually get the 30 pouches and the 2-bottle bundle. So I have 2 bottles and then I have 30 of these. So it lasts me quite some time. But this is a 2-ounce pouch, and this is full of vitamins, nutrients, and antioxidants. So it's going to give you your energy for the day, and you're going to consume 3 of these a day. So it's a really great way to add that supplement or add what you are not getting from solid foods with this and with the shake. So you're not missing out, and I promise if you do decide to do the cleanse, you won't be hungry. I promise you won't. This will definitely fill you up. You definitely want to stay on your water intake. You can drink other things like juices and things like that, but I usually try to stay away from like sugary things and juices, um, just because I'm on a cleanse and I want my body to release the toxins that it has stored, because your body does do that. And you want to release those stored toxins. And this is a great way to do that. Plus, you're giving your gut rest. So you're not like consuming a bunch of solid foods and be like, oh, or like if you're familiar with other cleanses, you take a pill or you take a liquid and it flushes you out and you got to stay by the bathroom. You're not going to have that issue with this,
Okay.
because it's a gentle cleanse. So I work 2 physical jobs. I've done this cleanse for 2 years now, and I never have to like, oh, I gotta go, I gotta go. I'm never doing that.
Okay. Okay.
So it's a great cleanse and love to do it. I can't wait until January. That will be the next time I do the cleanse. But yeah, I feel great. I look great. So also with this cleanse, I didn't mention it helps with weight management. So I
Okay.
just took a short of me earlier, when I woke up, and
Mm-hmm.
I stepped on the scale and I lost weight. And this time, this is the most I've ever lost. But when I started this cleanse, I was at 164.
Mm-hmm.
And when I stepped on it this morning, I was at 156.
That's great. That was my question. What were you weighing before you started, and what were you weighing after?
Yep.
So you lost a good amount of weight during your cleanse, also.
Yeah, I lost 8 pounds.
Okay. Okay.
8 pounds, and that's the most I've ever lost. Usually it's like 4 to like 5 pounds,
Uh
but
huh.
this time it was 8, and I was like, "What? I lost 8?" I had to do the math. Like, what? This is really 8 pounds. But I also feel like that's because I work 2 physical jobs. So with that physical demand of me lifting tile and stuff like that,
Right.
it's heavy, and I'm always on the go. So I was able to lose that, and I was like, "What?" I'm shocked, but I
Yeah.
feel good. And yeah, love it,
Yeah.
love it.
Congratulations. I think that's
Thank you,
very,
thank you.
very good. And now you said what you wanted. So you're working. Do you actually were working the 16 hours while you were doing the cleanse, kind of? When you say
Um,
or it
so
varies?
if my work schedule varies, so
Okay.
I work a full 40 hours with one job, and
Mhm.
then the other job, it's usually around 28 to 30 hours. So um, it's not like, well, first, my 40 hour week job, that's working as a forklift driver, but I do have to lift tile by hand sometimes. So it's very demanding, and jumping in and off the forklift and helping customers and stuff like that, always on
So
the go.
you're physical. That's kind of what
Right,
you're physical for quite an amount of that time that you are
right.
working.
I say 4 hours of that is sitting on the forklift, and 4 hours is like walking and lifting and stuff like that. So it's
Okay.
a little strenuous. Sometimes I get off work, I'm like, why does my back hurt? Well, you're
Yeah. Yeah.
probably lifting.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. And then my other job, I'm a chef, so I'm not doing too much physical. I am standing for about 4 hours, up to 8 hours, on the weekend, but I didn't do the cleanse over the weekend, so um,
Okay.
it was only Wednesday and Friday, so yesterday, that I worked both jobs. So it wasn't like too much work, but
Okay.
yeah.
I just kind of wonder because I know sometimes when you're doing something like a cleanse or something like that, you don't have a lot of energy. So that's why I had asked that question to see if that had affected you in any way. But it sounds like it really didn't. Which is
So I could say this time with this cleanse, I did start feeling the effects, and it's probably because I was more physical at my first job,
mhm.
the last 2 days, because it was just a lot of orders with tiles. But I noticed yesterday, like, I am tired, I'm worn out, and
Okay.
not eating solid foods, I was a little like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. So I did
Okay.
get my rest, but I definitely felt it, and I was like,
Okay.
yeah. Normally I don't feel like that, but I did this time.
Okay.
A little
Okay.
tired.
I'm tired. Okay. Um. Now I have from I'm speaking for myself. I haven't done a lot of cleanses. I think I've tried just a couple, and especially here recently, like using the apple cider vinegar, ginger, those
Okay.
type of things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that type of a cleanse. But I'm very interested in trying a liquor cleanse like the one that you just talked about, because
Okay.
it just seems like you taking your protein
Mm-hmm.
shake, and then also you have the other drink that you call the red drink.
Yeah, the red drink, Ninja Red.
Now, do you take these two things together, or?
No, I usually do it in a time like range. So the first step is to take your pill. The second step, 30 minutes to an hour later, is to make your shake. And
Oh,
then 30 minutes to an hour later is to drink your Ninja Red. So
okay.
I always do it in 30 minutes to an hour later for the next step. So if
Okay.
I'm gonna have breakfast at 8 o'clock and that's drinking the shake, that
Mhm.
means I want to take that pill at least 7 or 8:30. That way the pill has a chance to kick in and do what it's supposed to, and then you can move to the next step of drinking the shake.
Okay, okay. I
And
see what
then
you're saying. So you have an order. You have the pill, you have the shake, and then you have the red. It's kind of
yes,
order that you're taking that in.
yep.
Okay. That's very, very interesting as far as the cleanse. Now, as far as what other type of products do you offer? Do you offer any products as far as helping a person with their weight loss or curbing the appetite or anything like that?
Yes, so there are products on the website, and it's called a whole line of sleek. Um, I can't really spell it. It's like Sliuque. I think that's how you spell it.
Uh-huh.
But it's sleek, and there is natural gum to help crave appetite or sugar cravings. There is an oil. Um, and I want to say there's a shake too. Um,
Okay.
I think there's 3 or 4 products. I've never used them just because I never been in that like stage of wanting to lose any type
Right.
of weight.
Right.
When I do the cleanse, it was never to do like weight loss, but it just comes with the territory because you're doing a cleanse, so you're naturally gonna lose things because you're not eating
Right.
solids. But yeah, there are some products that are specifically for weight management. And there are some oils that not necessarily are with the sleek line, but they
Mhm.
can help with weight management. So, like grapefruit. I don't know if you're familiar with grapefruit, but
Yes.
it is really good for weight management. And
Right.
there's an oil that you can apply to your skin. So putting
Mhm.
it on areas of your body that you want to help lose that weight, it can
Are you
help with that.
are you talking about like a grapefruit oil or something like that?
Yep, there is a
Oh, really?
grapefruit oil. Yes.
Oh, I never heard of that before. That's something new
Yep.
to me. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And it works.
And it works.
Mm-hmm.
You said you just put it on different parts of the body that you want to lose weight or something
Yes.
like that. Okay.
Yep.
You sell that?
Yes, it is on the website.
Okay. All right.
And it's
All
all
right.
natural. The only thing with citrus oils, if you're applying them to your skin, you
Mhm.
don't want to be in direct sunlight because they have photosynthesis, and that means it will like give a sunburn effect. So
Oh,
you
okay.
don't want that. So if you're applying citrus oils to your skin, just put it on areas where you're going to be covered, or you can do it at night where you're going to go to sleep and then it's not going to affect you.
Okay. Now about the grapefruit, I used to eat grapefruit way back in the day because they said it helped with blood pressure.
Hmm.
But then my doctor put me on blood pressure medications, and I remember it was one of those blood pressure medications that he put me on that they told me that I could no longer eat grapefruit.
Hmm.
Do you know? Have you ever heard of that before? But there is.
I've I've never heard of that. but also I'm not a doctor or anything in the medical field, so I can't really express that. But for
that's what I was going to ask. Have you run into any problems with people using like the grapefruit products and with like a medication reaction?
No, I've never heard of that. And I'm trying to think if there's anybody. I'm going to do some research.
Okay, that's what I was
because I don't want to steer anyone wrong with information. But I'll definitely look some things up, and I'll post it on my channel or even talk about it on my channel.
Okay, all right.
More about grapefruit.
Okay, I'll be looking for that because it's one of these medications that I take that I have to watch my citrus.
Okay.
And since you mentioned that about the grapefruit, that it kind of brought that back, that recollection back to me. So that's something I want to also find out about. So I'm going to be watching you so I can see what type of research that you come up with on that.
And then also talk to your doctor to see if an oil of grapefruit would be something that you could use. That would mess with the medication, because I want to say it's not going to, but again, I'm not a doctor, so.
Right. But I found out like using like ginger and other different things that they say have an interaction with like that, my warfarin medication and different things. I have been able to use those things, but I usually run it through my doctor, so they'll kind of give me an idea of like, tell me don't go overboard, different things like that with different things like that. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay. Have you ever been overweight?
Technically, yes. So my doctor, well, I'll backtrack. So once upon a time, I was only 130. And then once I hit 30, I gained weight. And then the heaviest I've ever been was at 170. And I'm only 5'7". So I went to my doctor and they were like, you're overweight for your height. And I was like, well, I like my weight. And he was like, you need to lose some weight because it's starting to give you high cholesterol and things like that. So this year is when I started to work out. And that always just stuck in the back of my head, like, you're overweight. You're overweight. And it's like in my doctor's voice. And I'm like, I don't like that, but I love my weight because I've never been this weight before. So I started working out and I wanted to transform my body. So keeping the weight, but also making my body look more toned and lean. And it's slowly getting there. It is a progress, but it's happening. And yeah, my doctor said I was overweight at 170, so I was like, it's time to lose some. And then my weight kind of fluctuates now. So the highest I will go is like 165, and then I'll lose it and go back down to like 155, 156. And right now I'm at 156. So I want to kind of keep it where I'm at now and not get any higher, because then I'm like perfect weight. But yeah, that's the goal. But I want to transform this body into something more lean.
Okay, I noticed that you on your channel you share a lot of exercise with us in the mornings, and you use your vibration plate a lot. What type of benefits have you gotten from using your vibration plate?
So with the vibration plate, well, let me just say it's sat in the closet for probably like 2 years without anyone touching it. And then I just pulled it out and was like, it's time to make that transformation. And I started that this year. But it really started from yoga. So I would start with chair yoga, and I did that for, I want to say, almost 2 months. And then I slowly incorporated the vibration plate. And I would stand on that for like 10 minutes. Well, no, it was like 5 to 7 minutes, because when I first stood on it, it would make me shake, but itch. And that itch was no joke. And I was like, I cannot handle it. I was like, this ain't for me. But over time, I was able to withstand that, and the itch went away, and I'm now able to like physically stand on it for 10 minutes or work out on it. So I started doing workouts on it, and the benefit of a vibration plate is to help loosen your body, also blood circulation, so getting that blood to circulate in areas where it's not usually getting to. um, and it also helps with like soreness of your muscles.
Mm-hmm.
um, it's great for the lymphatic system, so helping drain that lymphatic system, and that's the only way you can help your lymphatic system is with a vibration or working out. And if you combine the two, it's just a great thing. So um, love using that, but also oils help too. So I will put oils on or put them in my diffuser, and while I'm working out, it's helping me breathe, but also it's physically on me, so it's getting into my bloodstream and things like that, and it's bringing more oxygen and things like that. So oils do more than just smell good. They can help with a lot of different things, and the vibration plate is just a stepping stone, if you will. And it intensifies the workout that I'm doing, but it also is just doing that circulation, that blood flow, the lymphatic drainage. Like, it's doing a lot, and I see the benefit of it. I do feel more mobile and like more just loose and easier to move around with things.
Okay.
And it works. It works.
Okay. Now, you don't eat a certain type of way? I did hear you say that kind of. You said you kind of lean like toward carnivore. Is that
Um,
with meats?
so being a chef, and as of this year, I've made more self-conscious health eating habits,
Mm-hmm.
because I notice eating a bunch of carbs and things like that, like it's just not the greatest thing for my body, and I will put on weight faster, and that's not what we want. So I try to balance it out with like healthy eating, but still eating things that I like to eat.
Right. Right.
So, and if I'm eating something that I love to eat, I limit it so I don't eat a big portion of it. So like oxtails, I'll have oxtails and do like one or two.
Mm-hmm.
Before I was doing like four.
Okay.
And
Okay.
like mashed potatoes and rice and things like that, just heavy on the starch, and it just wasn't good for me. So I made more self-conscious food habits, like eating cauliflower rice instead of like regular rice, or eating more vegetables than the animal protein.
Right.
So just being more aware and conscious, eliminating a lot of sugar because I have a sweet tooth, so
Mm-hmm.
sugar is my thing. But I try to cut back on that as well. And I feel like when I do the cleanse and working out, it's all a part of that health and wellness, and it's just helping me transform my eating habits, my physical activity, and mindset. So it's all entwined with each other.
Oh, okay, great. Um, do you do juicing? Do you
I
use juicing?
I do. I do juicing. I haven't done it in probably like a month and a half now, just
Mm-hmm.
because of with my busy schedule. And then I'm gonna be honest, I do forget about it. So
Mm-hmm.
um, I probably should just pull out the juicer and leave it on the counter so I don't forget about it. But I do juice, and I do have videos on my channel of me juicing, and you'll see my son. He'll be there, and he'll be helping me juice, and we do a lot of different recipes. But I need to get back into that, like today.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but yeah, I love juicing. Love juicing.
Low carb queen is asking the question. Low carb queen, question. I have severe constipation. Do you have any products for that?
Yes. There's this oil, it's called Digest, and um, let me just backtrack. There's 3 ways to use essential oils with the ones that I have. I won't speak for all oils out there because not all are plant-based. Some are synthetic or chemically made, and that's not what you want. But with the oils that I have, they are strictly plant-based. So there's 3 ways you can use them. You can use them in a diffuser, which puts them in the air. So you see the light behind me? That little diffuser back there is
Okay,
putting
yeah.
like smoke. So that has oils and water in there, and it's putting a scent in the air, but it's also smelling great. But it's supporting my respiratory system. So that's one way you can use it aromatically. You can use it topically, so on your skin you can apply them, as I mentioned, like with the grapefruit oil you can apply that to your skin. A lot of different oils, but then there is the third way with the oils that I have, and that's ingesting. And there is oil that you can ingest, but you do it limited. So don't do a whole bottle of oil because it can harm you. But 1 to 2 drops is going to be okay. I like to call oil like the blood of the plant. So you're extracting that from the plant.
Mhm.
And there is an oil, it's a blend of oil called Digest. And that one's really good for any kind of stomach issue, whether it's constipation, diarrhea, nausea. It works, and it works like that. So
Okay.
with that oil, there are, believe it's tarragon, peppermint, um, dang, I can't remember all of them, but there's like 4 other oils that are in there, and it doesn't taste the greatest. I'm going to tell you that now. It does not taste great, but it does work pretty quickly, and it does help with your digestive system. So that's the route I would go. But there are some other ones like peppermint you can use for your digestive system. Um, and even if you don't want to like consume it just the oil, you can make a tea with it.
Oh,
So hot water, add a drop or 2 of the digest, peppermint, lemon. All of those are really good for your digestive system.
okay. All right. I bet that answered her question as far as the constipation. Also, I'm going to put below the video Rooted's YouTube channel and other information. Make sure that you go over and you support his channel, join his channel. And also, do you have a website as far as your products?
Yes, so I do have a website, and that is in the bio of my channel. So if you go to the home screen of my channel, you'll see 3 links there. One's to my Instagram, one's to my health and wellness business. But I also have another business
Okay.
with colognes and perfumes. So a lot of people love to smell good, and I have natural colognes and perfumes that you may love and fall in love with and want to use. So um,
Okay.
I'm
All
all
right.
about that natural life. So
No, all right, great. I'm gonna put all that information below. Now, uh, what do you think about now? This is kind of just off key, but everybody does different things as far as trying to lose weight and be on a weight loss journey. We use different medications. We have the injections. We have keto, carnivore, and all of those different ways. Um, Plant-based is very, very important also because I hear a lot of people talk about plant-based and vegetarian and different things like that. Have
mhm.
you tried any of the other different?
So for me, I try to stay away from medications just because there's a lot of side effects with them.
Right,
And then you get hooked onto the next thing and the next thing, and that's not what I want. Um,
right.
so when I started this health journey, I wanted a natural way to do it, and it just so happened to be with the company Young Living, and they have natural products which fall in line with what I want, and um, I can trust what is in the ingredients. You can read every ingredient.
Right.
You don't get all those like chemically synthetic things in the ingredients, which is a great thing because I wanted something more natural and it works. And once like I said, with my son, that's how it started. I was hooked and I was like, what else can I do? What else can I do that's more natural and better for my health? And then I used the products for like, I want to say 2 months and was like, okay, well, I might as well make this a business and let other people know that these products exist and they can change your life for the better. So I became a brand partner with Young Living, and from there it's just been history. But yeah, I try to stay away from like chemically made things. Not to say I don't go to the doctor, because I do. And if something was very severe with me to where I needed medication, I would probably try to find a natural way to combat it. And if that didn't work, then try medication. But I always go natural first. Natural
All right.
first, and then if it does not work, then I will try medication.
With the doctor. That's
Yep.
that's a good approach. You try holistic first, it sounds like.
Yes.
Right, right. I have been trying to do more of that. I added more of the holistic approach into my life, and I tell you, it makes a heck of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go to my doctor, I basically combine the two. I'll talk to my doctor about, what I've learned about this, what I want to try, what I want to do, and and we have a really good conversation about it, and we come to some type of conclusion. So I love, like you said, you go to that holistic approach first, because I lean more toward that now myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's a better approach to use natural things instead of just like, the doctor said I need to use these pills, and then
Right.
you get hooked on those pills, and then that stops working because your body gets used to it, and now you need to get something else because it's not working anymore. And then you have all these side effects, and then something else is wrong. Like,
Right.
there's other ways.
Right. Because for myself, I have been looking at the GLP-1 medication. Everyone's talking about the GLP-1s and different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been really on the fence about that, but I'm kind of like, I don't think I could ever get used to just injecting something in my body. Mm-hmm. And then to me, with the way that they're using it, to me, it's still new. I mean, they still got all these different effects and everything. Mm-hmm. And then when I say, what if they find out something wrong, in the future from what everybody's using, it'll be too late.
Right.
To kind of, help the people who have been doing this stuff for such a long time. And then I don't feel like it's a good thing for as weight loss. I think the best way really is the holistic approach and the normal weight loss approach. But yes, they do have the GLP-1s and different things there to help people who do need them. So we all have to decide what is the best approach for us, I guess, and what we need to do in order to reach our goals, because they are there and they do help people and they do have a lot of different benefits.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right. Let's see. Low Carb Queen says, but I love my GLP-1. There is nothing wrong at all with the GLP-1s. I'm just one for, I don't think I can get used to sticking that needle in myself every day. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what scares me more than anything, is just injecting something into my body, even though I see a lot of people doing it. And the results that they're having are fantastic, but it still just frightens me, because to me, it's just like the COVID shot. They said it was all right, and we all started taking that shot. I think I took 2. And then lo and behold, I had a cousin. She took the shot. She went home, sat on the couch. She passed away. Another friend, they took the shot. Her husband was in the front room, come in. She had collapsed on the side of the bed. She passed away. So different strokes for different folks, but I don't feel like everywhere I've turned, that's all I have seen is GLP-1s. And so it's been so much on my mind till I've had to just back off for a while and to think and to say, okay, now I need to do what's really going to work for me. And I don't want to be frightened or be on something that I need to be on for the rest of my life.
Right.
So that's kind of where I am as far as really jumping over and taking the GLP-1.
Makes sense.
I don't know. Let's see. Low Carb Queen says, honestly, I do not always like how it makes me feel, but it's a sacrifice I'm making. Yes, that's true. And I think a lot of people feel like that because I see a lot of people, none of them feel good. A lot of them just don't feel good when they're on these different ways that they're trying stuff. And I guess for me, I don't know if I want to give up feeling good when I'm eating. If that's something I want to do. Yeah. So I try to go the holistic approach. Sometimes that's the slower approach. Right. But for me, it's what works the best. Yeah. Right now, I'm still sitting on the fence right now between the GLP-1 and, staying with my keto weight loss. But I got up this morning and I was 2 more pounds down on the scale. Nice. So I said, I'm doing just as good with my keto that I might be doing with the GLP-1. Right. But I see everybody losing weight so fast. You know what I'm saying?
But is that really healthy? Is that
right? I don't really think so.
And do we know the long-term effect that it's going to cause? So 10 years from now, what is those people that are using that? What kind of health issue may or may you not have?
Right. That's the way I look at it. What's going to happen in the future? Right. What if you stay on this stuff long term, you guys? And who knows what they're going to say in the future about what happened after they really start looking at the studies from people losing it for weight loss. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I've enjoyed talking to you, and you've given me some information as far as some of the plant-based products that you have that I am interested in myself also, especially the cleanse. Okay. I'm really interested in trying that. Let's see. Low Carb Queen says, you do not need GLP-1. I kind of think that too. And she says, don't believe the hype of quick weight loss. It's not a quick fix. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a quick fix because, like I say, people still do have to do the exercise. They still have to work out. You still got to move. Right. But not everyone does that. And for the ones who don't do that, it causes a lot of health issues and health problems from what I see, because I've done the research on the good side and the bad side. And they just don't give you a lot of information on the bad side. Everybody's talking everything. When I go on Facebook or YouTube, everything I pull up, all I see is the good points of the GLP-1, losing the weight and all that different stuff. And I got it into my head so much where I just had to step back and just really back up for a minute and say, hey, I really got to think about what I want to do and then just stick to my guns. Right. Yeah.
Do what's best for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And
but I also do your own research.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you do a lot of research on different things?
I do. If I hear something and I'm like interested in it, I will definitely go find more information about it, because I can't just take one person's word for it. Or I see something and be like, oh, that sounds great, let me get it. Like, no, I need to figure out what else is involved with that, because it's not just that one topic or person talking about it. There's more to it. So I always do my own research, and I try to dig deep. I don't surface level it. I try to go real deep with it and see what else is happening. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be health related. It can be fixing a car. Like, I will dig deep into it and try to figure it out on my own. And if I don't know the answer, then I'll start asking people or seeing what they think or how they feel about it.
Right. Just bring more people in on the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything else you want to show? I think I got a little bit off into it there for a minute, talking about the GLP-1s and the way that I've been feeling there for a minute.
But, you're good.
But I really have enjoyed you being here and sharing your journey with us. Is there anything else you want to tell us about your products?
There are some new products, not so much about like weight loss or anything like that, but If you're into like the fall scent, like there's a new essential oil called French Toast. It smells like French toast, and it's all plant-based, which is crazy how they can make a oil smell like French toast, but it smells great. There's a new diffuser that's waterless and cordless that can go anywhere. There are some skincare products that you can get that are new. Great for like just making your skin more youthful looking, and it works. I just used it this morning, and I'll put out a short later today about it. But yeah, there's some great products, and there's something for everyone. So if you're looking for cleaning supplies, supplements, essential oils, you name it, we got it in a more natural way, and it works. So
Okay.
share it.
I did see on here where Low Carb Queen has said something about she has essential oils at home, but she doesn't know if she can ingest them. Some aren't they're not all ingestible, are they?
No. Right. So that's where I was saying, not all oils are created equal. And if you just do your research, I'm not sure what brand you have, but the brand that I have, you can consume some of those oils. And they're called Vitality oil. So I do have one sitting in front of me. This is lime, and it has a white label. And right underneath lime, it says Vitality. And that means you're able to consume the oil. So not all oils you can consume. Some are synthetically made. So that means they have like chemicals or just other things in them than what this is, which is supposed to be lime. It's supposed to just be lime. That's it. Nothing else. But other companies will add things to them to stretch the oil to make more money off of it or make them smell better. And that's not what you want. So if you do have synthetically made essential oils, don't ingest them because it's not meant for that. They're meant to smell good, so you can put them in a diffuser, which is not the greatest thing, but you know, there's different companies out there, so.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me and being part of the show.
And thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome. We got to do this again. And
yes.
You gave us some great information as far as using plant products. And also I'm interested in the juicing. So I'm going to invite you back because I really would like to talk a little bit more about the juicing.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
I would love to.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And let's see, Low Carb Queen, let's see. What else did she have? Great comment. She put, sis, I have been on since January and lost 30 pounds. Nice. And on the 75 soft challenge, I lost 20. I was desperate because gaining weight. Congratulations. She's doing a good job. Yes. And I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. I am not saying that GLP-1s are not great. They are a great medication. I see a lot of great things that they do for people. It's just that I just say I'm at the point now where I'm actually going to have one. I'm having one that I can actually have in my hand being delivered. And now that it's time to actually make up my mind, I think I'm just scared to actually commit to even try it. It was something that I wanted to try for maybe just a month, just to see how it works, to see how they feel, and then to talk about it. But I don't know. I'm even scared to kind of do that. So I'm always wanting to put myself out there as an example of something. But I don't know. But anyhow, I want to thank you for coming on and Low Carb Queen and everyone, Blue True One, everyone who has joined us here. Thank you all. Thank you for the one in the bushes. Let's see. We have Low Carb Queen, Just Relax Now. Do you see any on your end?
No. I can barely see the chat. It's like very small. So it's
it is. JC Calamity Jane, Blue True One. But I want to thank everyone for joining us. And thank you, Rooted, so much. Everyone have a great day. And I will see you next time on My Weight Loss Journey by Keto Granny. I'll have a guest for you next week. And we will discuss we will discuss weight loss journeys, different ways that we reach our goals. But everyone, I want to thank you. Have a great Saturday, and until next time, stay safe.